Hey! Hello, people of the internet. It's me. You can remember me. My name's Carsey Blanton. And I am just doing a really quick little live stream without all of my extensive equipment. As you can see, there's normally a lot more microphones. Just to tell you about some stuff that's coming up. And I want to make it fast and also fun. And so please, if you have any questions for me, we'll make this an AMA and Ask Me Anything as well. So drop them in the comments and I will try and respond to them. I may or may not play some songs. I do have a guitar. Don't panic. I am really here to tell you that we just announced 2 tours for this fall, and they're both very exciting. The first one is in Colorado. I'm playing 5, count 'em 5, shows in Colorado. Greeley, Denver, Boulder, Fort Lewis College, I don't know where that is, and Manitou Springs. And they're all being opened by my good friend Edie Carey, who's a wonderful songwriter. So, Colorado in November. Tickets are now on sale. There should be a link in the text of this post. But if not, you can go to carseyblanton.com/shows and see that I have 9 bajillion shows listed. The other big announcement... Oh, hi, Maria. Hi, Michelle. The other big announcement is I'm doing some more undressed up shows. So some of you know about this and some don't. I have invented a new format of show called Undressed Up. It's 2 shows in one night. The early show is mostly just me and mostly acoustic. So it's like me doing my little sweet little intimate little songs all by myself. I might even sit down for once in my life, play you a little tiny show. And then I go back into the back room. And then I come back out for the second show and I have the handsome band with me and they're handsome and we're all dressed up and there's harmonies and stuff and we do a more rowdy set. So it's 2 shows in one night, Undressed Up. And I've just announced 4 more of those. They're in Nashville, St. Louis, Chicago, and Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We're ending in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania because that is now basically my hometown. That's right around the corner. The venue is called Godfrey Daniels. Okay, questions. Good. John, do I ever have plans to come to Austin, Texas? Yes, but they're not firm yet. But it looks like February is when I will be back in Texas. Finally. Finally. Yay, Nashville! Sarah, yes, buy your tickets. I recommend both shows. I did a sample show of this Undressed Up idea last month in Syracuse, and it was really fun. I tried to make both sets really different. So if you want to go to both shows, you'll hear different songs, and you'll hear some of the same songs, but with really different arrangements. So Undressed Up, that's a fun thing. Questions. Anybody else? Maria, when am I coming to Sweden? That's a harder one than Texas, although not that much harder. They're both hard to get to in these strange times. Yes, I would love to come to Sweden, and I would love to come to Florida, to Buffalo, New York. These are all great ideas. Let me just invite all of you who want me to come to your town to take a look at the shows page, carseyblanton.com/shows, because you will notice that I have approximately 400,000 shows to play this year. I really am trying to get to everywhere, but I physically cannot do that. So I appreciate you telling me where you want me to come play. I will have my booking agent, Lara, the lovely Lara, look at these comments, and we will try and book some of these places for 2023. Unfortunately, my time on Earth is limited, and the time in every year also limited, and you have to just agree with the space-time continuum. You cannot yet teleport to shows, otherwise I would be in all these places. New York City, yes, that will also be next spring. Cork, Kaylin, I'm so sad that I won't be in Cork too. I love Cork. Okay, good. I'm glad you brought that up, Kaylin, because the other things I'm going to re-announce in July. That is now next month. Did you know that it is the middle of June? We're right here in the middle of June. The year is 2022. The month is June. The date is the 15th. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, next month we will be in the UK and in Ireland. And we're playing a bunch of beautiful venues. Not as many as we'd like, but 4 shows in the UK and then 2 more shows in Ireland. We'll be in Limerick and at Waylands in Dublin. Please sell out those shows, Irish people, because as you may know, Ireland is my favorite place on earth. It's literally my favorite place I've ever been. So I would die happy if I could go tour in Ireland once a year for the rest of my life. And the only way to do that is to sell tickets, so please buy them. Okay, excellent. More stuff. Yes, trying to get to everywhere. It's true. Mile of Music, we are doing Mile of Music. Another thing we're doing is the West Coast. Mike, I'm glad you brought up Santa Cruz because we'll be back in Santa Cruz on November 16th. We're playing Moe's Alley, which is the same venue we played last time. It's a lovely venue. That West Coast tour is all opened by my friend Brittany Ann, who you guys will love. And we'll be in Santa Cruz, Novato, Berkeley, Portland, and Seattle. That is all November. All these tickets are on sale now, and I'm doing this live stream just to be like, hey, we're still on tour. We've been on tour. We've been on tour now for about a year since vaccines, and we're still going to keep being on tour. We have no plans not to be on tour. That's right. And Andrea, thank you. We are in Memphis also on November 12th. If you're following along at home, you may be asking yourself, how are they doing a tour in Colorado, and then they're doing Memphis, and then they're doing a West Coast tour? And the answer is we don't know how we do it. We just do it. And then you wake up one day and you have been everywhere in the world, except people are still mad at you that you haven't been to Scotland, which is a good point because I would like to be in Scotland. Okay, McCabe's again. Yes, also true. Yes, also good idea. What else? Bend, Colorado is in November, the first week of November. We will be all over Colorado. carseyblend.com/shows is how you can find out about that. Okay. I have another announcement this will be a quickie, but I have this little guitar, so I'm going to play you a sample. I have this new song called When Somebody's Gone, and if you have been to a show, drop in the comments where you've seen us, because we've probably played this song. This is a song I wrote about my grandma passing away. I'm just going to play you one verse. You wake up in the early morning, pour yourself a cup of something sweet. Then you go out in the yard and see what's growing in the early summer heat. Somewhere a broken record's playing memories like half-forgotten songs. When somebody's gone. That's a tiny, tiny bit of that new song, When Somebody's Gone. And I'm mentioning it because that song will be out this Friday, 2 days from now, on Spotify. And if you aren't following me on Spotify, run over to your Spotify app and look me up, Carsey Bland, and click follow. And then you'll get a little notice when that song comes out in 2 days. Bonnie, I'm glad you brought this up. So I'm telling you, we're in freaking Nashville, St. Louis, Chicago, Bethlehem, all of Colorado, most of the West Coast. Also, we're going to UK. You might think to yourself, oh, they're not going to be in Kentucky, but you'd be wrong. We're going to be in Kentucky tomorrow, starting tomorrow. We're doing Kentucky and we're doing Illinois this very weekend. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to be in Michigan. Notably, we're going to be at the Ark in Ann Arbor and also at Bliss Fest, which is a cool festival. We're doing a bunch of really nice summer festivals, and they're outdoors for those of you that aren't comfy yet being inside because of the freaking pandemic, which is still happening. You can check out some of the festivals we're doing this summer. You can sit outdoors on a little blanket, you can have a little picnic, and you don't have to be quite as worried about this goddamn motherfucker of a virus. Which, by the way, freaking COVID, so sick of it. Okay, Emily asked about Atlanta. We're going to be at the Red Clay Music Foundry, and I believe that is in November as well. Don't know off the top of my head. Why? Because we have 800,000 gigs that we're playing this year. But you guys can find out. Ben, great question. Is Spotify really the only way to go? It's not the only way to go. It does seem to have cornered the market, which means most people are on Spotify. And that's why usually when I release something, I say, go to Spotify. But it should also be out on Apple Music because I believe all of my songs come out on all the platforms. But if that's not true, you can email me. Oh, and another thing you can email me about. So this is a fun thing to announce, and I've said it before, but I'll say it one more time, and then I'll wrap this mofo up. All of my shows that are ticketed that I'm headlining, so this doesn't include festivals, but all my headline shows, we're doing a thing that we call Comps for Comrades. And what that means is if you are a healthcare worker, a social worker, or a public school teacher, or if you otherwise work in the nonprofit sector to serve disadvantaged populations of any kind, you can email us hello@carsyblanton.com, and you can get on the guest list at any of my headline shows. So free shows, free tickets, comps for comrades. All of you people who are pulling the rest of us through the pandemic and the chaotic decline of capitalism in general. Thank you, Joe. Yes, I am opening for Dawes. We're opening for Dawes on August 7th. That's going to be a big, exciting gig for us because it's just a big old amphitheater and it's a very cool and great band. Why is my album Buoy not on Spotify? Ben, okay, I'm glad that you asked me about this because people often are mad about it and they don't ask. So the answer is, I had a song called Baby Can Dance. You might remember it. It's all like, my baby can dance, my baby can swing, my baby can shake me slow so I don't need no other thing. Anyway, that song is a favorite among the swing dance and Lindy Hop world, which I used to be part of and now I don't really dance anymore. But the swing dancers love that song so much that they listened to it 1,000,000 times on Spotify. And when they did that, they unfortunately threw off the freaking Spotify algorithm. So when you would look for Carsey Blanton, it would only show you other swing dance artists and vice versa. So if you were listening to only freaking Frank Sinatra or Billie Holiday or stuff, swing music and modern swing music, then it would play you Carsey Blanton. But if you were listening to singer-songwriters, it wouldn't play you Carsey Blanton because it thought, I'm not a singer-songwriter, I'm clearly a dance band. So it was very frustrating, and we ended up deciding, even though I love the Lindy Hoppers and I was glad they wanted to listen to that song, the robots won in this case, and we had to appease the robots by taking Baby Can Dance off of Spotify. Also, those albums, Ain't So Green and Buoy, they're now over 10 years old, and just everybody who makes music or art knows this. Eventually you just get sick of your early stuff, and I'm glad people still like it, and I welcome you to listen to it. I still sell the CDs at the shows, but I just don't like them as much. So, and luckily I get to decide because I'm the decider. Anyway, okay, what else? It's more awesome to see a headline show and play a longer set. Joe, I'm glad you brought that up because, yeah, we're opening for Dawes August 7th. Then we're playing the freaking Rocky Mountain Folks Fest the next weekend. And then we're playing 5 more shows in Colorado in November. So if you're in Colorado, you have many great opportunities to see us. All right, well, I think I've done it. Maria, I don't know about the unvaxxed versus vaxxed. So we've made all of our shows vaccine required because we believe that is the best public policy, and I'm a big supporter of good public policy. However, in this area of the pandemic, it has gotten so crazy to try and regulate whether people are vaccinated or not that we've now said it's up to the venue because it's too much work to try and require the same vaccine requirements at every show because we're playing all over the country and all over the world. So if you are vaxxed or unvaxxed and you want to know what the deal is with vaccinations at my shows, you now have to go ask the venue because I simply cannot. I did try. We did only vaccinated shows for this whole year, and now it's like things are just so chaotic that it's become difficult for us to regulate that. So I think most venues are still vaccine required in the states, but it really depends on the city and the state that you're in and the venue. So we're doing our best, and I hope that people are still comfortable going to the shows, and I know that it's just up to each person. But I invite you to come listen to music if you feel safe doing so. And I thank you for listening to my little rant. I hope to see you guys in freaking Nashville, St. Louis, Chicago, Bethlehem for the Undressed Up shows. I hope to see you in Colorado in November, then on the West Coast, California, Portland, Seattle. And then most of all, I hope to see you in the UK and Ireland next month because I've really, really missed you guys. Please bring me a pot of tea. I'll be drinking a lot of them. Okay. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to Instagram now. So if you want to talk to me more and ask me more questions, you can follow me to Instagram where I will talk a little more. Love you guys. I hope you're having a great summer. Go eat a tomato.